Today we're going to talk about two specific techniques for dealing with stress. Now, I'm not talking about the physiological effects of stress, and this is more about what happens when you get into stress with the brain on a brain neuropsychology level, and also what it does to your abilities to manifest in your life. If you haven't listened to the episode number 93 of the Create Your Vibrant Life podcast, I invite you to do so first before you follow this video. This is Padma from padmaali.com, and today we're going to really talk about how do you deal with stress, some unique energy healing techniques to deal with stress. Now, stress is something that most people are learn to respond to situations from a place of stress. Stress is a learned behavior. It may not be very clear to you, but when you listen to the episode, you will know what I'm talking about, like how we learn to deal with situations or react to situations from a place of stress. Now, obviously, you already know the physiological impacts of stress, right? But there's more that happens when you get into a place of stress and anxiety and fear. And today we're going to learn how to specifically deal with that when it shows up in your reaction. So the first thing is, think about a time where you got into stress of whatever kind, whether it is about fear, whether it was anxiety, whether it was like something triggered you, okay? So I want you to notice how that felt in your body. Now, you may or may not have had awareness around whether it showed up in your body or not, but I guarantee you stress shows up in your body. Maybe it's like a tightening of your stomach. Maybe it is your heart beating faster. Most people feel it somewhere between here and in your belly. I'm pointing here can't even speak today. So between your throat and your groin is where most people feel it. Other people feel it in their hands, like it's like sensations in their fingers or like buzzing sensation in their head. However it has showed up, start to pay attention to how it specifically showed up in your body. And maybe as you are thinking about that situation right now, you are probably feeling some aspects of it if it hasn't been worked through yet. Okay, so I want you to pay attention to that. Now, I'm going to demonstrate to you how to work with it on a physiological level, thereby clearing it from a neuropsychological perspective as well, because this is how the imprints have formed. So even though your situation might be, say your car broke down, okay, and you have to get somewhere on time and you're starting to notice that stress level, even though it might be related specifically to this car breaking down, it probably has a connection with something before, maybe something you've experienced prior to in your life. What do I mean by that? So you learn stress. You learned how to respond to situations with stress. So this is not the first time you are reacting to a situation with stress, which means there are other times in your life where you have reacted to situations from stress. So that is what we're going to connect the dots to. How do you do that? Now, pay attention to where you're feeling it in your body. There are going to be pauses in this video, so what I'm going to invite you to do is just tune in. Do it with me right now if you're not driving. And notice where you feel it in your body. If you can, I invite you to close your eyes and go inwards. Go to that spot in your body where you feel it. And bring all your attention to that spot. No matter how, and as you focus on it, you may start to notice it being amplified, or sometimes immediately you start to notice the shift in the sensation the moment you bring some awareness to that. Whatever it is, without judging, just stay present with that. Okay? So fully bring the presence to that sensation with no other intention other than to bring your presence to it. You're not there to change it. You're not there to shift it. You're just there to focus your attention on it. Just breathe into it. Almost become one with that sensation. If your mind starts to wander off, bring your attention back to the physical body just for right now. And keep doing it till it feels like it's almost gone. If it doesn't go, that's okay too. Just keep bringing your attention to that. And then when it feels like it has completely dissipated, one of the things I'm going to invite you to do is bring your attention back to that situation that caused the stress in the first place. Notice if any aspect of this sensation comes back. If it doesn't, great. If it does, do the same process again. Okay? This is a very beautiful energy healing technique that will benefit you at all times, because what you're doing is you're bringing presence to that situation, to that experience that your body has then taken on because of that situation. Okay, now the second way of working with stress, I'm going to share with you another very powerful technique, and that is using your breath. Now there are many different forms of breath work, and I'm going to share with you maybe 2 or 3. So breath work is, you have to find the breath work that fits you, but breath work is very powerful. Any kind of breath work that resonates for you. There are trained professionals who teach breath work, but I'm going to show you some simple techniques of using breath work. Okay, so the first one is called diaphragmatic breathing. So you're breathing into your diaphragm. And this is not just when you're stressed, but start to do this when, as a normal practice, because what you're doing is you're lowering the nervous system. You're reducing the sympathetic nervous system, parasympathetic nervous system from being all fired up at all times. So using the diaphragmatic breathing, which is basically like breathing into your belly, just using your nose breathing, and then breathing out with your nose, with your mouth. Breathing into your belly. One more time. This is called diaphragmatic breathing. This is a really great way to release any stuck energy in your system. Okay, the other way is what is called as a box breathing. Box breathing is breathing in for 4, hold for 4, and then you're going to breathe out for 6. So it's not really a box, but whatever. So breathe out for 6, and then pause for 4. Okay, so breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 6, and hold for 4. Then breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold, and breathe in. This is box breathing. Now the third technique of breathing, this is a breathwork technique that you can, again, if you're not sure, please learn from a licensed practitioner or a certified practitioner. I don't have anyone that I can recommend to you right now, but I'm sure if you can search. It's better to learn from somebody if you're not sure whether it's working for you or not. So the last breathing technique, it is basically using a mouth breathing, which is contrary to what research I have done, which is it's always important to breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose. But the mouth breathing, it simulates in some aspects, it's like hyperventilation, right? It's almost like simulates the heart rate. And what it does is eventually it calms the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, your nervous system down. So actually I have one more breathing technique that I want to show you. So this one goes like you breathe into your belly with your mouth, and then you top it off to your chest, and then you exhale. So it goes like this. You're not forcefully breathing out, and you're not doing that either. So it's belly, chest, exhale. Belly, chest, exhale. So this breathing technique, you can put music on, you can put a playlist on, and do this for 30 minutes, and you will see a big difference. I do some version of these breathing techniques for 30 minutes every week. At least once a week I do this. It's really, really helpful. Now the last one I wanted to show you is called Nadi, Shodhana, Pranayama. So pranayama is basically, prana is life. So this is a breath work for supporting life force, especially your nervous system, okay? So it goes like this. It's alternate nostril breathing in English. So it's alternate nostril breathing. You breathe in through one nose and then you breathe out through the other. But this is how it goes. You put your two fingers on your third eye, and then you close one nose with your thumb, and then you breathe in, close this, and then you breathe out. You breathe in from the same nose, close, breathe in again, now this is called alternate nostril breathing. If you're not sure, just Google search on YouTube. You'll find lots of videos specifically on breath work. And this is really, really useful and helpful for calming your nervous system down. Now these are techniques, the breath work techniques are good to do on a regular basis, not just when you're feeling stressed, because this is going to calm your nervous system down once and for all, right? So meaning like it's going to set it up for success over time. So even when you're surrounded by stressful situations, you're not going to have the same reaction to it. Okay, so if you have any questions, put in the comments below. Otherwise, I'm so happy that you're watching this video. Share this video with your friends and family. Make sure to listen to that episode number 93 on the Create Your Vibrant Life podcast. It'll give you a better sense of what I'm talking about, and these techniques are going to complement that. Thank you so much, and have a blessed day.